Wow, guys, Bitcoin is breaking out of its consolidation pattern way ahead of schedule, and it looks like nothing can stop our momentum now. We haven't even hit the halving yet, so maybe something is coming that's way bigger than anyone could have ever foreseen. In my last video, I was talking about how Bitcoin was consolidating into this symmetrical triangle, which is a continuation pattern, and it looked like it could continue into the pattern all the way until the halving, but we've broken out of it already, and as long as we continue to see volume coming in and we see this MACD curve into the upside, it looks like this positive momentum is going to continue, and we're way ahead of schedule. So maybe some explosive moves are coming, but some people are speculating that maybe with the Bitcoin halving coming up in less than 2 weeks, traders might even do a buy the rumors, sell the news kind of situation. Usually on big events like this is the kind of thing that we'll see, with people speculating and hyping up the narrative right before the event actually happens, and then they can't really see a catalyst moving forward, so they sell off and take a little bit of profits. And of course, we saw a buy the rumors, sell the news situation play out on the short term with the ETF approvals. But if you had sold and tried to trade that situation, like I said way back then, it was a really volatile situation, and you might have actually missed out on some astronomical gains because it was really hard to time the bottom of that short term pump. And with all of these institutions buying up as much Bitcoin as they can for the very first time in history, any panic selling is just going to be bought up right off of the market as quick as possible. And I really don't know if they're going to be able to push these things down significantly before the supply squeeze pushes us right back to the upside again, because as a lot of people have used the analogy, it's pretty much like trying to push a beach ball under the water and hold it down. You can only do it for so long, and eventually, whenever you let go, it's going to come shooting right up back out of the water, and this beach ball keeps getting bigger and bigger, so it's getting harder and harder to hold it down. According to this article on CoinDesk, it looks like the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, has said that he expects the value of cryptocurrencies, the whole market, to almost double to 5 trillion by the end of the year. That would be some astronomical gains in pretty short order, and I really hope it turns out to be right. He says, I'm very optimistic. I think that the macro trends, the big picture things like ETFs, they're driving for the first time real institutional money. Garlinghouse said in an interview with CNBC, you're seeing that drives what? Real institutional money? What the fuck, dude? What is this a sentence? You're seeing that drive demand, and at the same time, demand is increasing, supply is decreasing. Anybody who went to elementary school economics probably knows that demand increasing and supply decreasing means price go up. And I'm inclined to agree with Brad Garlinghouse, but I just wonder if XRP is going to go along for the ride as well. I'm not saying that I don't like XRP, it's just been kind of flat recently compared to the rest of the crypto market, and hopefully soon it'll wake up too and start making some moves. Here we got the Watcher.Guru halving event countdown, and it looks like it actually has moved back one day, or forward one day, I guess, actually, to April 19th, where it was previously saying this was going to be happening on the 20th. We got less than 2,000 blocks left until the halving, and whether or not we see a short-term buy the rumor, sell the news event, either way, I think we're going to be seeing some pretty extreme volatility. And this is going to be making an already short supply of Bitcoin even shorter, and we're probably going to be seeing a supply squeeze coming up pretty soon. Really, I think we're already kind of going through one because, like I said, it seems like BlackRock and these big institutions can't even push Bitcoin down for very long. And right now, there's twice the new daily supply that there's going to be in less than, 2 weeks? So if there's already not enough supply for them to buy up a whole bunch of Bitcoin without pushing the price up astronomically, what do you think is going to be coming up in about 12 days? The halving is a big catalyst, and it is probably what's been pushing us up over the past few months, but I think what's actually broke us up out of this holding pattern that we've been in way ahead of schedule is probably the news that we got about Coinbase being cleared in the lawsuit over crypto transactions. This is a really big win for Coinbase over the SEC. And as this article on Cointelegraph says, the Coinbase crypto exchange has achieved a significant victory in an ongoing lawsuit. The United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit ruled in favor of Coinbase, confirming that secondary sales of cryptocurrencies on its platform do not violate the Securities Exchange Act. And this isn't just a big deal for Coinbase, this is a really big deal for all centralized exchanges. And it could mean that some cryptocurrency projects that were previously delisted on exchanges like Robinhood might actually be able to be relisted again, and that would be a boon for those cryptocurrency prices. So this could be a catalyst that's going to trigger a lot of more catalysts in coming up months and weeks. It says the court's decision affects a nationwide group of people who traded tokens on Coinbase from October 8th, 2019 to March 11th, 2022. That's you and me, I guess. It says at the heart of the dispute was whether cryptocurrencies traded on Coinbase met the criteria for securities. You might remember back in June of last year, whenever Robinhood and some other cryptocurrency exchanges stopped listing coins like ADA, Sol, and MATIC, I believe, as well. And that was pretty much because the SEC was cracking down on these cryptocurrencies and the exchanges that were offering them, saying that they were offering unregistered securities, and that's when they took Coinbase to court. It says the plaintiffs contended that Coinbase's actions amounted to offering and selling unregistered securities. Furthermore, they accused it of violating various provisions of the securities laws. Coinbase argued that the secondary asset sales didn't meet the securities transactions criteria, and the court determined Coinbase's potential liability under the law of the Securities Act for vending unregistered securities. However, it did reject the plaintiff's Securities Exchange Act claims, citing insufficient proof of transaction-specific contracts needed for rescission under Section 29. So basically, they were saying that if these are securities, then Coinbase isn't liable for the secondary sales. It would be the people who are actually offering these securities in the first place, like for example Ripple offering XRP. And this basically means that exchanges like Robinhood, who had previously delisted the cryptocurrencies that were listed in these complaints, could possibly add them back. They just need to make sure that everything is in order when it comes to their user agreements and terms of service and stuff like that. It said the court's decision hinged significantly on interpreting Coinbase's user agreements, which evolved over time. The plaintiffs view the ruling as a step forward in holding crypto platforms accountable under securities laws, advocating for investor protection in the evolving crypto space. Conversely, Coinbase asserts the decision reinforces its position that secondary crypto sales aren't securities transactions. So basically, this has alleviated a lot of uncertainty in the crypto space around what cryptocurrencies are actually going to be listed as securities, or if buying them off of exchanges is going to get you in trouble for trading unregistered securities. This, in my opinion, is the real reason why Bitcoin is probably broken out of this triangle ahead of schedule, and I wouldn't be surprised if the cryptocurrencies that were delisted due to those lawsuits like MATIC, ADA, and Sol start to pump in the next coming days as people start to realize the implications of these wins. For right now, though, it looks like the market is probably still going to be looking at Bitcoin to confirm that it's going to enter price discovery mode. With it coming down and finding a level of support after breaking its all-time high, it looks like we might finally have a sustained rally above the previous all-time high, and as long as we can get above this only level of resistance right here and start closing daily candles above about $74,000, then we might see a pretty strong pump here leading up into the halving over the next couple of weeks. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. What's going to happen after that? Are we actually going to see a buy the rumor, sell the news event? Or is the supply going to be so constrained that we're just going to explode to the upside and the demand is going to take over, sending us skyrocketing to the moon? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if I brought you value. But most importantly, don't forget to do only good every day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.